What's up, Soul Family? It's another day on Starship Earth, and we're sending gratitude into the cosmos. So how do we heal ourselves and experience true happiness? And by this, I don't mean healing ourselves to become more complete or to fix ourselves in any way. In that regard, we are already fully complete beings. The goal is to feel more complete within ourselves. And to do this, we have to let go of the things that are preventing us from feeling this wholeness. We have to let go and shed ourselves of the pain that we hold on to from the past. And the way that we let go of these things is through acceptance, through feeling through these emotions, accepting these emotions and observing them from a loving awareness. A loving awareness that enables you to be able to accept the dark and hidden parts of yourself. Deep inside the dusty corners of your subconscious are things from your childhood and your past that you have kind of suppressed. Because when we are children, there are certain emotions that we can't process ourselves. So we suppress them until later in life they start to show up in certain patterns in our life. Deep inside our subconscious is where we will find the pain, the shame, the guilt, and the anger that we have suppressed for all these years. But through meditation and the practice of observing oneself and just the process of spiritual awakening itself, we are able to bring these things up to the surface so that we can face them and ultimately heal them. This is why spiritual awakening can sometimes be a very intense and emotional process. But it's always worth it once we go through this process. As these emotions rise up into our awareness, we are able to fully accept these emotions and ultimately forgive ourselves and the people from our past that were involved in this pain. Truthfully, we don't need to attach any certain person or situation to these emotions. Because really, we are just learning how to fully accept ourselves. It is all happening within ourselves. We can sometimes so easily forgive and accept others. But why not forgive and accept ourselves? If we can see ourselves as a child during this process, how would you treat a child that was feeling a deep emotion? Would you ignore them or tell them that they shouldn't be feeling this way? Or would you hold space for them to process this emotion and nurture them and show them love and compassion as they are feeling through this deep emotion? The most healing and rewarding option is very clear and obvious. Through the opening of our hearts, we can experience this life through a lens of empathy and compassion. And it's important to also allow this lens of compassion to also look inward at yourself. Chino. I guess he wants out. Go, Chino. Anyways, so to allow this lens of compassion to look inward so that you can align yourself with love and truth, and so that you can also accept yourself unconditionally. And this ultimately leads to our own freedom and liberation. The liberation of self. Freeing ourselves from the shackles of our own mind. Breaking free from the self-limiting belief systems. Breaking the patterns. There are many different tools that we can utilize to help us navigate through this inward journey. Tools like meditation, writing and journaling. There are even certain plants and herbal medicines. So find what tools really resonate with you and work best for you. A lot of times on this spiritual awakening journey, it feels like we're becoming a whole new person or a whole new being. But I like to see it as more of an unbecoming process. The unbecoming of the false self, the egoic self, shedding the many layers that are blocking the way of your truest self from shining forth. Your most authentic self, your most loving and passionate self. So shine forth, my friends. And subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more about my experiences or any messages or guidance that I channel from Spirit. You guys have an amazing day. Peace.